So this video is meant to explain the next longer video. I guess that it's going to be I'm gonna post. It's basically what happened to me today with someone that I just met at the Fernwood. She had a room last night, but then she couldn't get a room. Another room because she couldn't afford it, so she was sitting underneath the stairway over here, kind of outside my door. And I had seen her the other day, and she said the same thing, but then I think they ended up giving her a room. So the last night she didn't have a room, so what I did was she said, and it was really hot. She has a little greyhound dog, a little Italian greyhound dog. And she's sitting there and she looked really hot, and I felt bad. She was homeless too, and I said, I got 2 beds in this one. If you want to take one of the beds, you're more than welcome. Well, actually, she actually asked me, do you mind if I can come in there for a little while and somebody will come pick me up later on? And I said, yeah, okay. If you want to, you can do that. That's fine. You see, one thing about me is that I have to stop being trusting of everyone. I think at this point, I don't know what to say, man. I've been homeless, and if somebody offered me that and I was really, really hot, I'd be appreciative of it. But what seems to happen with me is that, and this happened to me with a lot of, I think a lot of women that I've met down here, that they seem to be like bent on on really, 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 I don't know. The thing that always ends up happening. Sorry, I have a really bad itch in my back right now. The thing that always seems to be happening is that they're really kind of nice to me at first, and we're getting along. And I mean, I don't know. Do these people actually study what I think and what I'm writing? Maybe they're reviewing what I'm writing and when I'm posting those videos, and they get my confidence up by and I'm gullible, I guess. I don't know what to say. I mean, that is when somebody is nice to you and understand, kind of acts like they understand you. You hope it's not an act. You hope it's real, right? But then something always goes sour. I start realizing she had my phone for I don't know, an hour, 40 minutes, playing different music on YouTube. When it's that and I'm not paying attention, that could easily be something, her downloading something or getting like an image of my phone, and then being able to go into the Cash App and the Zelle and my Capital One. What is it? All the apps that I have on, and most have passwords, but maybe they found a way to get past the passwords and whatever, and then all of a sudden my disability check is completely drained in one day, and they don't know where it went. I don't know to what extent someone was doing this, but I started realizing what the music she was playing and how she was doing it, and the mannerism was a way to really get me, I don't know, agitated and not kind of not trusting her a little bit. I'm not sure what that was about, but no matter what, I got to the point where I remembered that the girl that I gave my phone to, and because she needed it for a few minutes, and then she ended up leaving with my scooter, and how that I gave her an unlocked phone, and I'm like, what the fuck did I just do? I ended up with somebody I don't even know. She was outside. We've been talking, and she seems okay, and she seems, but when somebody's saying exactly the same things that's the things that you want to hear, to the point where it's like, well, did she study me and is this whole fixed? I'm not sure how else. Again, I don't want to sound paranoid or but it's she basically got me to the point where I said that, please leave. I can't deal with you anymore. And another thing too, she was talking nonstop. Now I understand people need to get things out and talking, but when you do it to a point where I don't get a chance to sit down, and B, you're just wasting my whole fucking day listening to your stories, and whether they're true or not, I have no idea. You can be making stories up at the top of your head just to waste my time. Somebody could have paid you to do this so I don't make any videos. Last 2 days I haven't done anything because of situations and issues that have been coming up. And today was a big one because my whole day was completely wasted. all the way to the night when I had to literally call the police to get her out of my room. And I had left. I said, leave. If I leave, no, I'm saying no. Just get out. And then I was just gonna leave, and I didn't even know what to do. And I was hoping she was gonna be there when I got back. And I went to the tent, and I sat in the tent for a while. I went by the tent, and then outside, and again bugginess and smell. It literally smells like fucking urine back there. I don't know if these assholes back there went and pissed all over my goddamn tent. Do you understand? It smells like literally urine. You go from one. I know what urine smells like, right? And a large amount of it, with your drums and everything that you own is basically laying in. It's not a good feeling at all to come back to. So I couldn't. So I ended up going to going back to the Fernwood, and then the rest is what you're seeing on video. I had to tomorrow I have to do a lot of things like I believe she stole my keys. My keys are completely missing, and I might have taken them off my belt and put them down somewhere, and then she picked them up. I'm not sure what else she's stolen. I haven't gone through my bags yet and see if she didn't go through all my bags and take any paperwork or something, make copies of stuff. I have no idea. I trusted this woman to the point where I started realizing that, man, she probably uses people a lot like this. She's in a place to stay, and she gives them a sob story, and all of a sudden, she's in there, collecting all the information to sell. It's happened to me once before. I lost my passports, and your guard goes down, I guess. When somebody acts like in need. I said, New Jersey, this way, yes sir. This is why, like, Danny DeVito and the other guy, here's Johnny. From here, because there's a lot of good actors around here, man. It really is. And now, unfortunately they're not acting for movies, but they're acting to con you, which is a whole different, a whole different, like, spectrum of I'm sorry, I'm really feeling weird right now. I got stopped at ShopRite and threatened to almost be thrown out again because I was passing by, and I stayed, and I did run into. I passed by, and somebody called, and the guy Jacques was there eating a pizza. I walked by, and boom, all of a sudden a cop comes. He must have called the security, and then the security called the police, and within minutes they were there, ready to arrest me again for walking through the parking lot of ShopRite to get to Neptune. Because after a while I was at the tent, and I didn't want to be at the tent anymore. I just couldn't be at the tent anymore. It's just bad smell, and it just like, so I grabbed the speaker and something else, and I walked back. That's when they almost arrested me. This time, luckily they didn't, but they said if they see me one more time walking anywhere in that parking lot, so that means that if I try to leave, I have to go all the way around. If my tent is on this side, so I can't walk through the parking lot, I have to go all the way around through all that disgustingly smelly and filthy fucking woods to get to Neptune Boulevard, and then to walk up if I want to leave the place. Really? That's what they're forcing me to do. Instead of going out and to the back of ShopRite and going out, they want me to go out all the way in the back, through the woods, with all these people that hate me, go through the woods, roll around, and find my way to Neptune Boulevard through like a whole bunch of like marshland and some other, that's like really like wet and buggy, I'm sure, and I gotta go out that way if I'm gonna go to when I get out of my tent. So I have a feeling I won't be going to my tent anymore. I'm probably gonna just go to pick up things. To pick up things, and then bring them to my storage unit. Wherever I can fit, I'll fit. Whatever I can't, I'll leave there, and then they can do whatever they want with it. I don't really care anymore. I'm really done. I'm really done with all this. I try my best, and everything I do, I get slammed. This whole thing with this woman tonight, it just got. I mean, all of a sudden, it was just like the same thing, the same scenario. It was at certain times, and all of a sudden, something happens that really freaks me out. It's like, you had my phone for a very long time. I don't even know you. Last time I gave my own phone, the woman left and sold it. And probably all the information that was on it. I'm really concerned. Yeah. So I'm done. I'm really fucking done with this place. Tomorrow, I try to figure out something. I can't probably stay. I don't know. It's going to go from 1:30 to 1:45. I think he said on the weekends for one of these rooms. I don't. Yeah. It's the closest one to my storage unit. It's the closest one to the rest of my tent, and it's the closest and it's the cheapest one around. Other ones are a little bit cheap. I mean, like the what's that called? The Crystal Inn. But I can't go there unless there's somebody other than that Spanish woman working there. So I don't know. So as it is now, I'm actually gonna play this one. I'm gonna probably play the other one first, and then you guys watch this one and you'll understand what. If you care, if you don't care, then just don't even bother watching this. I don't really care because you know what? I'm starting to not care anymore. And when I start not to care anymore, then they start not to care anymore. When they start not to care anymore, then you guys got some big worrying to do. Sorry, but it's the way it is. Good luck, man.